Okay, then hello. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Shubhangam, Vignesh, Ashok, Suraj, Mohanraj, Praveen, Anubhav. Can see everyone. Naresh, Vignesh. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and I welcome you all to this day 5 of JavaScript Essentials, which was basically on a break, I think, right? Good evening, Utpal. Good evening, Prathamesh. So because of the holidays and because of some issues, my health issues, so this was delayed, and we are having it today. So first thing, guys, yep. Happy Independence Day to all of you. And yes, Anubhav, I'm good. I'm really good. And before we start today's session, I would also like to tell you that from tomorrow, for all the people who have attended my HTML, CSS Essential, JavaScript Essential, for all the guys, tomorrow we are also starting with React Essentials. So I hope you guys want to learn that as well. So if you can, please join that as well. Okay. So yep, guys, happy Independence Day, everyone. Okay. Good evening once again, and welcome to day 5. And as you know, that today, on the last day, we always, yes, I was actually traveling. Yes. So I just came back from somewhere. Okay. So, yep, guys, as you know, last time we learned a lot about DOM manipulation, right? Not exactly like a lot, but quite enough so that we can make something out of it. So, if you remember, we learned about how to call events, how to use functions properly in events, and then how to select or target elements via class name, via ID. And also, we learned how to change their attributes. Also, we learned how to change their CSS, and also we learned how to change their content. So, we learned quite a lot of things. Okay. Trending state is asking, I have one doubt. Yeah, go ahead and ask. Buddy, go ahead and ask. Definitely you can ask. So, guys, again, we are on the 5th day, the last day of the essential. So, today we always make a project, but this time we didn't do poll. So, what I'm going to do is don't worry about it. We can also do a poll today, and whatever you select will make that stuff. But make sure that it is doable in 1 or 1.5 hour, something like that. Okay. So, guys, go ahead. Tell me, what do you guys want to make? Come on, guys. Or I'll select something then. But I want you guys to tell me, what do you guys want to make? In the last time, I think last time we made a music player, right? But that time we did a poll. And in HTML and CSS, we created a portfolio site. It is a certificate course. Yes, it is a certificate course. Guys, everyone, come on, tell me. What do you guys want to make? Something good? Like what? Scientific calculator. Okay, it's a very simple project. We just need a lot of formulas in at place. That's the only thing. Okay, scientific calculator. Okay, we can do that. It's not a case, but if we have to, like, for that I should have actually prepared a lot of formulas first, because we need formulas then. It's just about variables and formulas. Something unique. Something unique. What can be something unique? Do you guys want to learn how to make a proper carousel? Do you guys want that? If you want something unique and creative, what do you guys say? Because see, yes, scientific calculator is too easy. It's just you just need the formulas and variables. That's all. Nothing big. Calculate and display. Guys, what about carousel? Because that's the tricky stuff, right? Creating buttons, moving all of them without using any libraries, just by using pure JavaScript. What do you guys say? See, I can see a lot of people putting e-commerce website, attendance software is kind of tricky in 1 hour trending status. Okay. So we also have to think about the time constraint that we have. Simple movie recommendation. Again, it's more of a design. See, guys, we don't want to go a lot in design because we want to learn something related to JavaScript, right? So something like that. Music player, again, we just did it. So Shiva, if you want to like see how we made the music player, you can just watch that previous JS Essential. We made a proper music player there, so you can check it out once. Okay. Um, rock paper scissor. Okay, that's quite interesting. How to add any image using JavaScript? I have confusion over that. How to add any image? Okay, we'll do that. We'll try to do that in the project. Quiz app. Okay, that's quite interesting, because see that in what we want is we want to do something that has a lot of JavaScript in it. We don't want to make design like, okay, fine, we made a really good design and we there is only 1 or 2 functions out there, right? A click or something like that. What we want is design should be less and JavaScript should be more. Okay, so we can do something like that. I like that quiz, actually, the quiz option. I really like that. So we can try that if we guys wanted. Or which one did I suggest? Carousel. Yes. When Okay, first of all, for all the people who don't know what is a carousel, let me show you. A lot of people find this very tricky. That's why I suggested it. A lot of people find it very, very tricky. So let me just give you an example of it. Like for example, let's go to amazon.com or amazon.in. Okay, see this, guys. See this. Now this is very simple. We'll also create indicators and all that stuff, right? So something like this, if you guys want, we can make something like this, right? So a lot of people use libraries for it. We can actually start from scratch. Or what else can we have? Um, we can also create a CRUD application if you guys want. We can also use JavaScript's local storage for permanent storage. I can also show you that if you want. Yes, yes, we'll do slow translation. Build clock. Clock is very, very simple. It's more of a design. There is only a single function, Suraj, for clock. A single line of JS code for a clock. That's it. CRUD. What do you guys say? Do you guys want to see CRUD, everyone? Come on, tell me. That uses local storage, so we can also store that data permanently, so that even if I close the browser and come back, that data is still there. And it will also have update and delete. What do you guys say? Right? A lot of stuff. So now I've given you option. I've given you CRUD option. For to learn API call BattleFox, I can show you that. That's not a big deal. But the only problem with the API call is we don't know what exactly is a promise right now. So if I do API call, then it will be confusing, right? What exactly like is happening. If you guys want, I can show you at the end how to make a API call using JS. CRUD basically means Shweta, create, read, update, delete. So that's what CRUD means. So basically a project that will have all these options. So where I can like just do write some stuff and I can say store it. So it will be stored, right? Like a product or some kind of data. Then if I want, I can delete it, I can update it, something like that stuff. Like it's like a data management system, kind of. Now you can call it anything you want. If you're storing product, it becomes product management system. If you're storing movies, it becomes movie management system. So whatever you say, it's like a extended version of a to-do list. So Basit is saying to-do list. CRUD operation is kind of like extended version of a to-do list, which has a lot of data and all that stuff. So what do you guys say? Notes app, it's kind of exactly same. Notes app. Okay, let's think of it, because this time we didn't do poll, right? So that's what I'm asking. From next time, like in React also, we'll do poll, proper poll for the project. So guys, carousel or CRUD? You tell me. I'll tell you, CRUD is simple. It will require like little bit of logic, but it's very simple. Carousel, on the other hand, may be a little tricky because we'll also learn some new functions in here. Like what do you say? Like first of all, it will be CSS manipulation. So that's also one thing. Real-time weather is also very easy, but for that we have to do API call to get the real-time weather. So that's one thing. So again, promises. Okay. Yes, Naveen. Yes, almost good, buddy. Thank you for asking. Okay, so let me give you a poll now of only two options. Okay. And this is a very simple. We'll do something good. Like it will also have indicators and it will also move automatically. Okay. So something like that. And it will have a lot of logic. So it will have buttons like this. It will move our image. It will have indicators. It will now, right now here it is not moving automatically. R1 will also move automatically. So that's something we can do. And you'll also learn the technique of how it is actually made. So from now on, any site, you can make it. CRUD, we can also keep it for React, because from tomorrow only we are starting React, right? So let me give you a poll now. Okay, let me give you a poll. So okay, so can we put a poll? Mod, can we put a poll of two options? That is, just put CRUD and can you please put carousel? I'm giving you the topics. Can you please put a poll of this, and we can see the result in next 2 minutes. So depending on that, we can make it. Music player with extra features continued of last one. Preetham, the problem is a lot of people were not there last time, right? So they don't exactly know what were the things that we made. Otherwise, we would have done it. I would have loved to do it, like making a loop option and seek bar option, all that stuff. It will be quite amazing, actually. Searching list and all that stuff. Or I have one more option, guys. I have actually one more option. Um, okay, let's keep it for React. Let's keep search for React. Okay. So can you please put a poll mod? Can you please do that? Yes, guys, the poll is out. Please vote. And depending on your choice, we'll make it. And don't worry, a lot of times you'll always use a library to make a carousel. This time we can learn how to make it from scratch. From scratch. Saurabh, you choose your favorite. Actually, I like everything. Whatever I say, whatever you guys say, I can make that. It's completely fine for me. It's just the time constraint. 1 hour or more or less, 1.5 hours. That's what we can use. And carousel will take a lot of time because it will have a lot of features. It looks very simple. It looks like, okay, it has only 3 to 4 features, but it has a lot of things actually, right? Indicators, indicator click. So I want to actually open a good carousel. I don't know if some site has a really good carousel. Carousel example. Let's see if someone gives me a carousel example. uh, I want to see a prop. I don't know which site gives a very good view of it, because this is very simple. This one. Okay, let's see what wins, guys. Please vote and let's see. Okay, I can see. Is it the confirmed results? Okay, I can see which is demanding. I think both of them are useful. When you make a site from scratch, a lot of times you will need a carousel in your site, right? When if you're a front end designer or front end developer, carousel is something that you really need. So it is this is a very simple one, but a little more than it. Indicators, automatic move, a really good looking animation, all that stuff. Yes, Hotstar has a good carousel, exactly. So Netflix, I think Hotstar, Prime Video, all of them have a carousel. That is basically the first thing that you see. Okay, carousel wins. Okay, guys, so let's go for carousel. So let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Focus, because it will have a lot of things. It looks very simple, guys. I don't know if you guys have ever made it or not, but it has a lot of things. So let's go and let's start. And please, guys, I think we have given you assignments. Please complete the assignments and submit it with this project so that you can get your certificate. Okay, so to get the certificate, you have to complete your assignment and you have to also submit this project. So make sure that you submit it. Okay, and yes, carousel is something that is used everywhere on almost every site. You saw it on Amazon. You can also see it on Flipkart. It's the first thing everywhere. You can put your uh, banners, you can put your ads, you can put your main stuff, new features. So I think literally everything has it. You can go to hotstar.com, you can see a carousel here as well. See, so almost on every site it's there. Anywhere you go, anywhere you go, it's almost everywhere. See that? So it's quite a feature, right? So let's go and let's try to make it. Okay, cool. So let me open VS Code and let's actually create a new folder somewhere, and we'll make something really cool, don't worry, with good animation. So let's go. Book My Show also has it. I think almost every site has it, right? So let's go. New folder and let's call it carousel. Let's open that. Carousel. Now, first of all, the first thing we need is few images. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder here and I'm going to call it as images, because that is the most important thing. Now it can be images, it can be your own made creatives, whatever you want to highlight on your site. And trust me, guys, a lot of time what happens is on internet, we don't highlight this a lot. We always highlight CRUD applications, we always highlight API calls, but we never highlight carousels and stuff like this. And that's why when actually front-end developers make site, they suffer. They don't know how to make that stuff, and they always go for a library. I know it's easily available, but again, still, you should know how to make it. So let's go. So let's quickly download few images. So let's go for nature in this case, right? You can just go for nature images, or we can just go to Pexels, and there we can find good HD images. So Pexels, let's go on that site. Assignment, if you guys want to see the assignment, you have to go in the description, in the video description. There you'll find a one link. You guys click on that, and all the assignments day wise are mentioned there. So for all the new people, please go in the one link, or everything is mentioned there. Okay, so let's go, guys. Let's search for nature, and let's download some good images from here. And only the slider is not called as carousel, everyone. You can also, you might have seen, right, that product slider. So that's also a carousel, where you can see three products. When you click, and again next three products, click again next three products. So that's also carousel. So that sliding thing anywhere on the site can be called as a carousel. Anything that you display, when you display multiple things on a slide basis or a scroll basis, I think that is something that can be considered as a carousel. Now then, let's take few good images. So we can, I think, go with this one. This is nice. And we'll download everything of same size so that it looks really good. Okay, so I think 1900 is my 800. Okay, fine. Yep, my screen size. So let's go for it. One, I'll download 5 of them, and we'll need quite a logic, guys. So please focus. It will require a lot of logic. Okay, so you need to focus on everything. So 2, I'll download one more. Let's go for this really good picture. Oh, I'm downloading everything of original size. I forgot to select, actually. Very bad. That's so bad of me. Let me just check it, guys. So downloads. Let me just delete these 3 first. Let's do it again. Just a second. Custom. Yep. Sorted. Then which was the next one? This one, right? Again, custom. Sorted. This one, custom. And one more that can be, which one should we take? This one is fine, right? So let's take this one. So 4 images. Let's go. Okay, guys. So now, first of all, is to perform the preparation. The first thing that is very, very important here is to perform the preparation. So let's go. Telegram link, you can also find it there only. Okay. So let's go, guys. Let's create an index.html file. Okay. And today, guys, I am not going to write my JavaScript in the same page as HTML, just like we do it with CSS, right? When our CSS is big, we don't write it in the same page as HTML, right? Because if my CSS is big and my HTML is also big, it's hard to manage our whole code there. That's why we write a separate CSS and we link both the pages. That's what you call as external CSS. So till now, we were also writing JavaScript in the same page as HTML, and that is called as internal JS. So today we're also going to write external JS. That means we're not going to write JavaScript inside the HTML page. So for that, first thing you need is you have to create a separate JS page, and you can call it anything. So I'm going to call it index only, but the extension will be .js. So now you have a separate dedicated page for JS. But as we say, we always have to link the pages. Otherwise, just like CSS, otherwise the JS page will never understand for which HTML I'm working. And for that, again, guys, the same thing. Script tag, don't use link tag. Link tag is for CSS. Script tag, and inside script, src and the path. So ./index.js. That's it. And let me confirm if it is working. Guys, we have created a separate JS page, and now we can freely write all our JS here that will work for this HTML page. You can think of it like writing in the bottom only. So script tag in the bottom, but now I'm not going to write JS here. I'm going to write JS separately because I've linked it with this page using the script tag. And let's see if it is working, this link. So just run this HTML page quickly. You can see a beautiful looking white page here. And now let's go on the console. And let's just perform a console.log so that we can confirm at least that it's working. So console.log, hello. Here we go. So I have written the console.log on my JS page separately, and I'm running this HTML page, but I can still see the output on console. That means they are perfectly linked. That's amazing. So the first thing is, guys, setup. Before doing any JS, setup is very important. So let's perform the setup first. And CSS I'm gonna be writing here only, not separately. So style, And guy, again, for all the people who don't know HTML CSS at all, please just go ahead and watch my previous week's essential. Not previous, now it's previous to, I think, last to last week. Okay, so just go and watch that. We have learned a lot about HTML and CSS there. Okay, and we have also made a really good portfolio website. We had two sections, but they were looking beautiful. So you can watch that and understand a lot of HTML and CSS. So let's go, guys. Asterisk. By default, I want margin to be 0 and also padding to be 0 pixels. And trust me, you want to make it good. So focus, everyone. So the first thing is I'm going to use a section tag, okay, which is exactly same as div, but it's a big thing. So I'm just calling it section. And I'm going to be giving it a class of, okay, let me first of all create a header as well. I want a header in here. So header. Okay, just give it a class of header. Just a dummy header. Will do nothing in this case. Just a dummy header. So header, height of 50 pixel, width of 100%, and background color for now, let's say gray. That's it. Simple header that is doing nothing. It will have no logo, nothing, just a simple header. That's it. Okay. Now the next section, I'm going to be calling it as my carousel. You can call it banner or whatever you want. I'm just calling it carousel. So dot carousel, width 100%, height will be of can say 800 pixels. For now, background color red. Now, guys, please focus on the setup, everyone. So right now you understand, right? A simple red div or section, which is width 100% and height 800 pixel. Nothing big, very simple trick to understand. Now let me show you one thing, guys. Please focus, everyone. What if I make it like 20%, let's say, or let's say 15%? So you'll see it is something like this. Now, you know, if you are from CSS, and again, guys, for all the people who are not from CSS, please watch my last to last HTML and CSS essentials. You'll understand how this percentage thing works. And for all the people who know CSS, let's go. So now, guys, again, I'm giving it a width of 15%. Now you know that percentage is always relative to the parent. So right now, whatever is the parent size, depending on that, it is taking 15% of it. Correct, everyone? Please tell me. Quick answer, guys. Be a little proactive. Give me a quick answer, everyone. Just confirming. We know, right, how this 15% is working. So the body's width is 100% and this is 15% of the body. You know that whenever you give width in percentage, it's always relative to the parent. Correct? That means now, if I create something inside it, please focus. It's a very important thing to understand. Otherwise, a lot of people will get confused. Okay, focus. So now if I create a div inside it, and let's say I call it, let's say slider, something like that. Focus. Now tell me, what if I give this slider same height, that is of 100, sorry, 800 pixel, and a background color of green. And what if I give it a width of 100%? Tell me how much it will take, guys. 100% of the parent. That means the slider should cover up the whole carousel area. Let me just short down the height so that you can see it. Correct? Here we go. You can see width wise, it is covering the whole carousel area. Correct, everyone? Because it's always relative to the parent. Carousel's parent is body. So he is taking 15% of body. Slider's parent is carousel. So it doesn't matter for me if my parent is 1 pixel or 2 pixel. I don't care. If I'm 100%, I'll take everything. So you have given width 100% to slider. So it will take full of what carousel is. I don't care if my carousel is whatever it is. I don't know. If my parent is even 1 pixel, he's my 100%. Always. That's how percentages work, right? So width 100% will make sure that it fits the parent, no matter what width it has. The program progress bar 80% complete, but 20% when so program progress bar 80% complete, but 20 when. I didn't understand, Abhishek. What exactly are you trying to say? I think the next, if you are talking about next 20%, it will be completed after today's session. So today it will become 100%. Okay, guys. Now that means, what if I make it 200%? What will happen? Let's see. Getting twice the parent. That's what will happen, right? 200% of the parent. 100% of the parent means as same as parent. 200% means twice. So if I do 300, 400, 500, now it will take 5 times the parent. That's what I wanted. Now you understand this, right, everyone? So if I give width 500% to anyone, it will be 5 times the parent. That means if my parent was 100%, then also, so if my carousal is also with 100%, this is still 5 times the parent. So now you will see. Now my carousal ends here. See that? Because it was 100% of the body. But my slider goes on and on and on and on and on. See that? Because it's 5 times the parent. 5 times the red element. Understood, guys? So no matter what my parent's width is, if you give me 500%, I'll be 5 times my parent. So carousel is taking full width of body because width is 100% and because body is carousel's parent. And slider is becoming 5 times the carousel because his parent is the carousel. Cleared, everyone? Now I hope you understood. That's why I first shortened it to 15 so that you understand this. If I directly do it, you'll never understand what this happened. That's why I shortened it. I hope you understand it now, everyone. Okay, guys. That was the basic setup that I wanted you guys to understand. That was the basic setup. Okay. Now you know that the slider, the green one, is the child of the red one, but it is bigger than the parent. That's why we can say that okay, it's overflowing. Red one is the parent, green one is the child. But since child is bigger than the parent, it's overflowing. So I can control the overflow. I can tell the parent that okay, fine, please control the overflow. And I'm going to mention that overflow scroll. That means whatever is overflowing, convert it into scroll. So now see what happens. Now the red element has a scroll bar. And again, let me just make sure that you understand this. So inside the slider, let me create few divs. Okay, before that, see, now we have a scroll bar here. Now my parent is having a scroll bar. That means, okay, fine. Now I will not let my child overflow. I'll try to contain it in myself, but I'll have a scroll bar. Just like your screen cannot grow if your element is larger than your screen. So the screen gives you a scroll bar because your screen cannot grow. Just like that. Now red element is saying, I cannot grow and I won't let my child grow as well. So I'll give you a scroll bar so that you can see it properly end to end. You can see the scroll bar, right, guys? Here, see the red element is having the scroll bars. Can you see that, everyone? So whatever is overflowing, convert it to a scroll bar. Give it a scroll. Okay, simple. And also, let's also like stop it for some minutes. Again, back to normal. Back to normal. Child is 5 times the parent. No, parent is not moving. Parent is not moving. No, parent was just having a scroll bar. Because see, parent is this much only, right? Or let me for now, guys, let me just make it 80% so that you can see it. See, parent is only this much. See that? Now just think. Parent is from here till here. And the green one is 5 times the parent. So again, let's understand overflow. If I give overflow scroll, so whatever is overflowing, it will contain, the parent will contain it. It will never let it go ahead. So I don't want you to be like an overflow. I will give you a scroll. You be inside me. So that's what the parent says in this case. See? Simple to understand now. So the parent is creating a wrapper. No, you can't overflow now. So whatever is overflowing, I'm converting into a scroll. Now you can only be displayed inside my area, but I know that you're bigger, so I'll give you a scroll bar so that people can see everything about you. Now let me also do this before we do a scroll part. So to make it understand better, let's also do this. Now, one more question, guys. One more question. Now it will check your minds. This question will check your minds. Now tell me, just let me ask. If I create a div now, a child inside the slider, and let's call it slider. Yes, exactly, Senpai. Now you'll see that. Don't worry, guys. I checked your mind enough now. Let me show you exactly how it works. What if I want to contain within the parent and also no scroll required? But do you want it bigger, Naveen? If you want it bigger, then there are some options. But if you don't want it bigger, then just don't. Then the simple thing is don't make it bigger. So now it depends. What exactly do you want to do in this case, Naveen? So you want to hide it. So see the same thing now. So it's not, the question is now neutral. If you don't want it to be bigger than the parent, and if you don't want a scroll bar, then why are we even making it bigger than the parent? If you want to hide it, then yeah, you have overflow hidden. So again, to understand that, guys, let me put some content so that you understand better, because that green is quite tough to look at, right? So let's, don't worry, guys, let's do it. Okay, focus, please focus, everyone, please focus now. Now tell me, I have one child inside slider. I'm calling it slider child. Okay, slider underscore child. Now tell me, don't worry, just 5 minutes. You'll understand everything. All the doubts will be cleared by this. So let me give slider child. Now tell me what will happen. Let's say exact same height as parent, or let's say a little less so that you can see it, so that you can still see the parent. And I give a width of 100%. Now tell me, everyone, come on, tell me how much width it will take. Now my parent is having a width of 500% and my child is having a width of 100%. Now you think and tell me the answer. How much width the slider child will take? Guys, come on. Think now. I'll give you 1 minute. Think. Now it will be cleared, Bhavin. Now it will be cleared. Don't worry. It will be cleared, because if I put an image, then you guys will like, it will be cleared now. Don't worry. Because when you will also start working, you'll not put image for testing these things, right? You'll always use colors. We're not going to always use images for testing this. Exactly. Sliders total width. If you remember the definition, guys, no matter what is my parent's width, I don't care. If you give me 100%, I'll be full width. And that's what is happening. See that? In the exact same width as the parent. No matter if you're 500, I don't care. You are my 100%. Simple logic. That's it. That means if I want to make slider child exactly same as carousel, not as its parent, exactly same as carousel. So you can see that slider is 5 times the carousel. So slider child should be 5 times divided by the slider if you want to make it as similar as carousel. That means around 20%. Correct, everyone? And now you can see the yellow one is exactly same as the red one. Cleared, guys? Simple. Now see, this was whatever it is, 80%. This was 500%. That means 5 times the carousel. And this is 20%. Is it cleared? Everyone understood? To make it exactly similar to my carousel, I did it. And now, if you want, you can create as many childs as you want. So let me also put some content in it, like 1. Font size 100 pixels. See that 1 here, everyone? And also, let me just put text align center just for now. Line height of 300 pixels. See that? So this is 1. Now, let's do it. Let's create 4 like this. 2, 3, 4. 4, 5, right? 5. I need 5. 5, 3. Now you'll understand. See that now? Okay. And also they are going one below each other. So guys, we know what to do for this, right? We'll just go to the parent and we'll say, I want display flex. Now see, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear now? Now you understand why carousel is important to learn, because we never know this then if we use only libraries. Now see, you know that the green one is overflowing from the red one. So I can say red one, how to handle that overflow. I didn't get it. Yellow and red same. See, slider is 5 times bigger than carousel. Correct, Suraj? Slider is 5 times bigger than carousel. So I want the slider child to become exactly same as the carousel. So it should be 5 times less than the slider, right? Are you getting my point? If slider is 5 times bigger than the carousel, and if slider is having a child, that I want to be 5 times less than the slider. So it should be 20%, correct? Because see, this was 100, wherever let's say 80, and this was 500%. That means I'm 5 times bigger than you. So if I'm creating something inside the slider like this one, let me again do the commenting part. Just think about it. Just think about it. Please think about it now. See. So you know that if you will give width 100% to slider child, it will take exact same as the parent. That means this one, correct? So how much width you will give to this if you want the slider child to be exactly same as carousel? Now just get the logic. If slider is 5 times bigger than carousel, so if you want something to be exactly same as carousel, it should be 5 times less than the slider. That is basically, if it is 100%, if I give slider child 100%, it will be exactly similar to slider. So what is 5 times less than that? If you divide it by 5, you will get 20. So that's why with 20%, so that it becomes exactly similar to carousel. Got the logic? Is it clear, Suraj? Got the logic now? Understood now what exactly are we doing here? Okay. And just like that, 5 elements of 20%. So they cover 100% of the slider of this. Everyone got it now? Please tell me, just confirm me once. That was the trick. That's it. This is what we needed. That's it. But why did it is just to show you? It was just to show you so that you understand that it ends here, right? Because if I make it full width, you cannot see the end of the red. That's why it was just to show you that how it is working, right? It is just to show you guys. Exactly, Suraj. Exactly. 100 by 5 is 20. Exactly. Exactly. But think of it from a percentage perspective so you'll understand it better. Okay, now, guys, now. So you know that the green element is overflowing from the red element. So by default, overflow is normal. That means you overflow. I don't care. But if you want to handle this overflow, you can handle it. Like how? See. So now I can see there are a lot of things, right? But I can do this. I can say that okay, fine, red one. I know that your childs are overflowing. So what you can do is you can say overflow hidden. It means whatever is overflowing, hide it. Now you can see you cannot see anything after that. That means whatever is visible in the red container area, in this area, that should be only visible. Whatever is overflowing, hide it. Or secondly, CSS gives you one more option. Whatever is overflowing, give it a scroll so that I don't want it to be hidden. People can see it, but they will use a scroll bar now. So now the red element will have its own personal scroll bar by which I can see everything. All the elements that are overflowing, everything that is overflowing. Understood, guys? Now what is overflow scroll? So now red element, just like the page, red element is also having its own scroll bar. Cleared? Where I can see all the hidden parts that were extending, that were getting out of the red element. Cleared now what is overflow scroll, everyone? Guys, I hope it's understood now. Simple enough. You can see, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements. So whatever was outside the red element, that whole thing is converted into a scroll now. So nothing is going outside, but you can still see the elements that were outside by this scroll bar. Simple. That's all. And now I think I can again go back and make it with 100, right? Now it's fine, right, everyone? Now it's fine. I can make it with 100 now because you understood now, right? Cool. Simple enough. Easy. Yes, yes, you can also make it by JS, yes. But in this case, we didn't need it. So we can directly make it like this. Okay, now I hope that you have understood. So now let me just remove this overflow scroll for some time. And now let's put images. Guys, also, as you have understood it now, I think now I can make their heights similar because I made their height different so that you can see it. But this is the yellow one, then this is the green one, then this is the red one. Okay. Can we do it without the slider? Green div battle fox, that green element is the most important element here. For the carousel perspective, battle fox, that green is the most important element. I'll tell you why. You'll understand it in some time. Why that green is the most important element. Without that green one, we cannot work because that is the only thing that is the biggest sheet. The red one is taking the screen size. The yellow ones are multiple elements which will contain your images or text. That green one is the long stripe. So that is the most important div. So we cannot, yeah. But now I think, guys, I can make the height similar. You have understood it, right? So let me just do that. So again, or I'll just give a little gap so that you can still see it. So let me just make the red one 850, just that 850, and the green one 820, so that you can still see it. That's it. Yes, senpai. Yes. 820, not 8200. And also this I can now give 800. So you can still see it. See, you can still see the green one and the red one. I'm just leaving it for you. Okay. I'm just leaving it up for you. That's it. Cool, guys. So you can see the green one. Now then, let's move ahead and let's put the images properly. So in the first one, I want to put an image src dot slash images slash. Oh, I didn't move the images. So sorry. Let's also move the images. 1, 2, 3, 4. Copy all of them. Now here starts JavaScript. Done with CSS. That's the setup. Okay, I need to paste it. So let me go in the folder on desktop. Where is desktop? Yeah, desktop, carousel, images. Paste all the images here. So now I have my 4 images here. Simple, easy, clean. And now let's put all of them. So lot slash images slash 1. Second one. Third one. You can put any image you want, guys. I just downloaded some nature images. That's what I'm putting. That's it. Oh, sorry. Fourth one. And I'll keep the fifth one and the first one same. I'll tell you why after some time. I'll keep my first one and the fifth one same. That's a logic. Okay. So I'll just tell you why. So I can see I have all the images, guys. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, and then 5. See that, everyone? Hopefully. Yes, every image has a parent. That div is a parent. Every image has a parent. That's it. Now in this case it was not needed, but I personally prefer it because sometimes I might want to write some stuff there. That's why I prefer it. That's all. That's the only reason I put it. Otherwise there is no need. I just put a parent div on top of them so that if I want to write something, or I want to create some buttons or some personal text or some clickable things, so I can keep it clear. That's why I like to create wrappers around my images. That's the only reason, so that I can work with positions better, right? Because it's a very tough task to work with images if you're working with positions. Okay, guys. Now then, first thing is let's create the left and right button quickly. Should we, everyone? Let's go. Let's create this button here and here. And for that, you can use the image, or you can also use the font or some icons. It's totally up to you. Whatever you like to use, you can use there. So I can use font or some icon. For that, let me just go ahead and search for font awesome CDN. So I can use some good font awesome font. So let me take this one, copy the link tag, paste it in your HTML. Copy that link tag, paste it in your HTML so that you can start using font awesome. I just copied this link tag. Now I can go to font awesome site, font awesome icons. And now I can use any, this is the old one. I need the new site, please. Yep, this is the one. And now I can search here, start for free. Not this one. Where is the icon explore area? Icons, yep. Here I can search for any icon, I can use it. So first of all, let's create that section in here. So guys, in the carousel only, before the slider, I'm going to create a div. So div, you can call it, what do you say? Buttons, right? You can call it buttons. Now let's style it. Dot buttons. I understand why I was telling you that there is so much logic here. This will be exactly same as carousel. So 100%, not bigger than that. You can see the slider is 5 times the carousel. This is exactly similar to carousel. And a height of around 70 pixels. And for now, background color of black. There we go. You can see it. It's here. And you can see it's exactly similar to the carousel. That's why it is ending here. But I don't want it here. So I'm going to give it a position. Again, for all the guys who don't understand positions, who are new to CSS, please watch my HTML and CSS essentials. We have also learned positions there. So position of, I'm going to give it absolute. Okay, now it's on top of the image. And now I can move it down. So for that, I can use top of, and also let's give it parent a position. So to the carousel, I'm going to give position of relative, because right, absolute things are positioned according to the nearest positioned ancestor or to the viewport. So I don't want this buttons div to go to the viewport. I want it to be with carousel. That's why I give position relative to carousel, so that this absolute element is always with the carousel. And I can give top. Okay, so what is the complete height? 800, and my height is 70 pixels. So what is the middle, guys? Can you guys calculate what is the middle? So if it is 100, it will be 350. So now it's 17, so 365. 365 pixels, just to put it in center like this. Okay, cool. So we have it here. And now inside that, I need two buttons. That was just some basic calculation, guys. Not a big math. I'm not good with really cool math. I only know these simple plus minus calculations. So div class, call it left button. And then one more, I'm going to be calling it as right button. Okay, now let's apply some CSS to it as well. So they will always exactly be similar. So I'm going to be writing just same CSS for all of them. Or why I'm calling them left and right, I can just call them button. So let's just call it move button, because they're going to both perform the movement, right? Move button is enough to call them move button. We have not even started with JavaScript yet, because we are still setting it up. So move button, move underscore button, width of 70 pixel, height of 70 pixel, background color of white. See that both of them are there. Now they are one below each other, so I want them side by side. So I'll go to the parent and I'll give it display of flex, like that. Yes, Harshvardhan. Yes, you can definitely, as I said, you can use libraries. Harshvardhan, it's completely fine. But we should also know how to make it right. Because what if your client doesn't want you to use Bootstrap? Just think. What if the client tells you that, okay, no, I don't want to use Bootstrap. I want to create my personal carousel because I need these features in there that no library is providing. Then in that case, what will we do? Then we have to write code, right? Because companies like Flipkart, big companies, they don't use any libraries. They create everything of their own. That's why they hire great developers, people who can create these things in the terms they want it to be, in the likeness of whatever they want it to be. So we should also know. Now, this is something that we are doing from scratch. So I can literally do anything in this. You tell me any feature, I can try to put it in here. So that's the thing. But yeah, definitely we can go for Bootstrap or in a library, right? So display flex and also justify content. Um, Where is that? Space between. Here we go. So now one is here and the other one is here. That's what I wanted. And I also want a little gap from side. So for that, I can give padding to the button. Exactly, code GBZ. Exactly. Relative makes the carousel the parent. So not actually, it was also the parent, but now the absolute element will be positioned according to carousel. Because by see, what is the definition of absolute? Absolute will either go to the nearest positioned. That means I will either go to the parent who is having position or to the viewport. So I don't want my buttons to go to the viewport because they're having absolute. But if any of the parent is not having any position, it will obviously go to the viewport. I don't want that. That's why I gave the parent a position as well. So that now my buttons is positioned according to carousel rather than the viewport. And if you want to learn more about positions, Please just refer to the HTML and CSS essential from last to last week. You'll understand everything about position. I think it was the fourth session when we learned about positions completely. So you can see it there. Everyone else, I think you guys are from CSS as well. So I hope you guys are understanding, right? Why I gave relative to the carousel, so that my buttons are positioned according to this, not to the viewport. Okay. Now I also want to give a little padding from left and right. So padding left of 30 pixel, padding right of 30 pixels. So 30 pixel padding from both the sides. So I'll have, oh, so sorry. I didn't give box size, right? Oh, so sorry. Box sizing, border box. So that padding is considered as part of the width. That's it. There we go. So what is Bootstrap? Bootstrap is a CSS, what you can say, framework or a library, you can say. So a lot of CSS classes are already written for you, and you can use them so that you don't have to write all the CSS from scratch. It means someone has created a framework, a styling framework, where they have written a lot of essential CSS for everything like images, tables, and all that stuff, so that you don't have to write all the styling from scratch, from zero. You can use their classes directly. So you just have to download or link that CSS file that they provide, and you can use all the already created classes, and your elements will get styled directly. So that's one thing. That's what Bootstrap is. It's a styling framework, you can say. Shankara. Okay, guys. So now let's use the font awesome, the icon that we want. So let's go for left, and let's see what do we get. Now you can either use left arrow or you can use this. I'm liking this one, angle left. So I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to copy this code, and I'm going to be putting it in here in the move button, the left move button. Okay. And I also need a right button just like that. So right, this is, no, this one. So use this one, copy this I tag and put it here. Now you will see here, you can see right, left and right. Let me style them. So now I've got two icons. This is because of font awesome, guys. So now move button, it will have text, or you can just give it display of flex and justify content center, align items center. And you can see now that those arrows are in center now. And you can also make them a little bigger. Font awesome. Since they are font awesome, they are not exact image icons. So you have to give font size to make that. Font size of 20 pixel. Let's see how bigger it gets. A little more maybe. So 25 pixels, kind of. And also let's try to make it bold. So font weight, bold. Good enough. I also want them to become circle. Even I like CSS. I almost always avoid Bootstrap for my front end projects. Now, guys, let's also make the white things circle. So for that, border radius 50%, 50% circle. And now we can remove the black background. So I can just go and comment this background black. Something like this will be there. And you can also make it a little transparent if you want. So for that, instead of giving it white, give it RGBA 0, 0, 0, that is black, comma, how much transparent? I can say 0.5, like that. And make the text as white, that icon as white. So for that, color white. And see that, guys, everyone? I hope you can see that. Two buttons, simple enough. And also just make cursor pointer so that if anyone goes on them, it should become a pointer like that. Simple. Okay. Very simple, very clean, easy to make. That's it. We'll also make indicators afterwards. Don't worry. Now let's go with this. Okay. We'll also make indicators afterwards. Now then, guys, let's move to the JavaScript part where we'll actually move this. When I click, it should move. When I click, it should move. So that's what we want to do. Okay, everyone. So let's do it. Should we, everyone? Let's go. Now, first of all, let me show you what will be the logic of moving. Now, remember, guys, as I said, slider is the most important part of your project. Correct, everyone? Now, see, right now, its margin left is 0. Let me show you. If I do margin left 0, nothing will change. See, nothing changes. But what if I change the margin left of the slider? Now understand, guys. Slider is this whole green one, okay? That green area is containing these 5 images: 1 image, 2 image, 3 image, 4 image, 5 image. But that green is the long sheet here. So it's like this. This is the parent. Let me show you here on Jamboard so that you better understand it. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you. See, this is your carousel. Okay, this is your slider. 5 times the carousel, more or less in this diagrammatic case. And this is 5 images: 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm not very good. This is your carousel. This is your slider, 5 times bigger than the carousel, and these are 5 images on top of it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the only area that you see visible to you. See, you cannot see all the other stuff. You can only see this much. So this is the only area visible to you. So now carousel will be there only. But what you will do is you will move this slider. So if it moves on the left, so next time it will become this. See now, focus guys. Again your carousel, and then it will be like this. So first one is here, second here, third here, fourth here, fifth here. So now this is in frame because you moved your slider a little bit towards the left. But since this is the only area visible to you, you can only see whatever is in that area. You moved your slider towards the left. Towards the left. Let me show you now. So margin left minus 100% because you're going opposite. See that? Now you have the next image. But the old one is not anywhere. It's just here on the left. If I do minus 300, sorry, minus 200, you will see the next image. Minus 300, you will see the next image. Minus 400, see the last image. And minus 500, obviously nothing will be there because it has ended. But understood now the technique. So by default it's 0. So you see the first one. So it's like this, guys. It's like this. By default 0. So this is here, first image. This is the sheet, guys, the long sheet that you move. So if you do minus 100%, it will move. And you can see now, see the second one. Next time you will see this one. Next time you will see this one. Last time you will see this one. So minus, it will be 0. This is minus 100. This is minus 200, minus 300. Like that stuff. Understood, guys? The technique. This is your screen. This box that I've created, this is your screen. This is the only thing visible to you. And everything is overflowing. So it moves and you can see whatever is visible in the screen. And that long sheet is what you're actually going to move because it is containing your images. Exactly same as the carousel, so that it's properly in the screen size. Understood, guys, the technique? And this is what JS is going to do. It's going to move it. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. What if you do margin right? It will go on the right then. Simple. Let me show you. If I do margin right, it will go on the right. So actually, first of all, no, it will not go on the right. I'm so sorry. It will not go on the right. First of all, remember CSS. Guys, remember CSS. Margin is actually not a movement, but we use it like that. So margin right will actually increase the extra space around the right side. So it will not be used for movement. No, we cannot use it. No. Margin left and margin top are the only margins that you can use for movement. Margin right and margin bottom are never used for movement. No, they are not used for movement. So that is completely nullified. They are not used for movements. I'm so sorry I said that margin right will move from right. Okay. So is it clear, everyone? Exactly, Battlefox. That's what we're going to do. And let me also show you this, guys. What if I just make it like minus 10%? Show this. See this. It moves a little bit. See that? Minus 10%, minus 20%. See that? Minus 30%. See that? Minus 40%. Now you're understanding it, what I'm saying. So if I do minus 100, the whole image goes. And you can see the second one. Cleared now? Okay. So that's what is happening. That's it. So initially it's 0. So even if you remove it, it's 0 only. So you can completely just remove it. And now then, let's create few functions. So for that, now see the technique, guys. Spacing, yeah, we'll remove it. That is just a CSS part. Don't worry about that. We'll just remove it. Don't worry about it. After some time, we'll remove it. Now then, guys, see, what are the first few things I need? What are the first few things I need? I need only three things first. First of all, what I definitely need here is a variable, and I'm going to call it as, let's say, slide count, to keep track of on which slide I am currently at. So it is initially zero, right? Everyone. Initially it is what, guys? Zero. Correct, everyone? Because now you can call it 0 or 1, it depends on you. So let's say slide count 1. That means you're at the first slide. Let's say slide count tells you at which slide you are. So right now I'm at 1. So let's say slide count 1. So 1. Perfect. No issues. Okay. Now, first of all, let's create few functions. So I'm going to create a function called as prev, that will basically call the previous one, or just call it prev slide, like this. And I'll also have a function called as next slide. Yes, Abdullah, we can do everything. Literally, yes. It's moving the slide to the right from the left. Right from the left. No, left from the right. It's moving like this. I don't know how it is visible in your screen. It's moving it from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen. Okay. So function next slide. Okay. Now, guys, please focus. What we are actually going to do. So again, see this document dot again. What is the class, everyone? We are going to move this one, this div. What is the class? Slider. So document dot query selector dot, because it's a class, slider equals, oh, sorry, dot style, because you're working on CSS, so dot style dot margin left. From where this is coming, I just want style here. Style dot margin left equals. Now then, let me also do this. Depending on the slide count, I'll calculate the margin. So let what do you say, margin equals, you can say slide count, this thing, right? Slide count multiplied by 100. So guys, initially slide count is 1. So what is 1 into 100? 100. So that margin, and in minus, so don't forget that minus that margin. Just don't forget to add a percentage string here. That's it. So every time, and also after doing this, slide count should increment. Slide count plus plus. So slide count will become 2. That's it. So guys, again see, whenever you call next slide, so initially slide count is 1. Now logic, guys, again logic. Slide count is initially 1. If this function is called, it will be 1 into 100. That is 100. So margin will become 100. I'm saying document.query selector slider.style.margin left. That means make this elements margin left minus of margin, that is minus of 100%. And then slide count plus plus. Slide count becomes 2. Now next time if you call this function again, last time slide count became 2, right? So now it will be 2 into 100, then 3 into 100, and like that it will roll. Let me show you. So now guys, let's call this function on this button, this one. On click, yes, Battle Fox, you're thinking now, amazing. So on click, I'm going to call it next slide. And guys, see, this is not the only way of making it. There are multiple ways. Don't worry about that. Now let's see. And also guys, just for some animation, give a little transition to that. So just give it a transition of 0.2 seconds, something like that. Now focus, everyone. Too fast, right? Too fast. Give it 0.5 seconds. See now, guys. See that? That's fine, Senpai. That's fine because it's CSS. For CSS, it doesn't matter if it is a number or a string kind of stuff. So it doesn't matter. So it's completely fine for CSS. It will be converted to this only. So it's completely fine. Senpai. For CSS, it's completely fine. Okay. Can you see that, guys? But at the end, it will again go back to red because it ends, right? Cleared, everyone, what we are doing? Hopefully. I really hope. So now, see, understand. Next. So minus 100 is done. And slide count has become 2 now. Next time, if I click on it again, 2 into 100. So minus 200. Now slide count is 3. Again, if I click 3 into 100. So now slide count is 4. 4 into 100. Slide count is 5. 5 into 100. There's nothing. Is it clear, guys? Understood how this slide count is helping us in keeping track of the slide as well as performing the margin calculation? Now let's also work for previous, guys. Let's also work for previous. So let, and again, one more margin variable here for now. So margin again and slide count multiplied by 100. Exactly same, right? Whatever is, okay, let me just think. Okay, fine, fine, fine. First of all, let's think. Whatever is slide count, yeah, no, 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 no. Previous should be wherever we are. If it is minus 200, I have to go back to minus 100. Yes, so previous will not work like that. So how will it work? Let me think. Let me think. Will our slide count work? Okay, we have to make a different logic now. Yes, minus minus, but initially, because first we have to make it minus minus, right? So whenever previous is called, first you have to make slide count minus minus. Then only you can calculate, correct? So first minus minus, whatever was it, minus minus, and then multiplied by 100. And then perform this. Don't worry, guys. We are building logic. I'm not going to say this is our final logic. We are building it. I want to see everything. I want you guys to see everything. So we are still building it. So don't worry. You guys suggest, I'll also do it. We are still building it. Okay, now let's see. Can't we use for loop? Yes, please write code. Utpal, if we use for loop, how will it work? Because we cannot control for loop, right? For loop will just finish it like this. Getting it, Utpal? We want to do it on buttons, right? I want to do it when I click on it. It's customized, correct? No, minus is fine. I think, Shankara, minus is fine, buddy, because we are doing it here, right? We're doing it here, minus minus. So let's say we click next slide 2 times. Slide count becomes 3, correct? So first I do slide count minus minus. So slide count becomes 2. Whenever I call previous, slide count first becomes 2. And then here it changes. Now let's see, first of all, if it is working. Let's call it. Let's see. Even I'm not sure if it will work. Don't worry, guys. I'm making it in front of you only. So we'll solve it. That's the best part. We'll solve it. Let's first see. Next, minus 100. Next, minus 200. Now, previous. First time it didn't work, but second time it worked. That means there is some issue in the calculation. Now, see, let's think, guys. Let's think. See. Um, okay. Let's see what we can do here, guys. Focus, focus, please focus. Now we need to okay. So go back to 2, go back 3. How can we do that? We have to calculate the margin for everything. Okay, I have a better idea. Loading too much? The YouTube is loading too much? No, no, no. If I do, no, we still need minus, right? We cannot make it plus, Saurabh, I think. Correct? Okay, let's create one utility function, guys. Let's create a function called as function move to slide. Guys, focus. What I'm trying to do. I'm making it much more clearer now. And let's tell this, I will give you a slide number. Let's tell it, I'll give you a slide number. Okay, on which slide you want to go. I'm just trying to make it a little generic. So I'll give you a slide number as a parameter. And what you have to do is, you have to calculate the slide, the margin based on the slide number, whatever it is. I don't worry about it. So let margin equals whatever is the slide number multiplied by 100. And then do this. Don't worry, guys, we'll do it. Minus is fine here. Okay. And now, instead of doing this here, remove it. Remove it. Okay. Cool. Now initially we can make slide count as 0. See guys, see. So now I'm making slide count initially as 0. Whenever someone clicks on next slide, I say slide count plus plus. So slide count becomes, okay, we can also keep it 1 initially, but slide count will become 2. So yeah, let's keep it 0. Let's keep it 0. But I go to the second slide only, right? When I click on the next. So I want to keep it 1 because by default I'm on the first slide. Fine, fine. Slide count 1. Okay. But it will go to minus 200. That's the issue. So how can I connect the slide number and the count? That's my concern. Think. Uh, how can we connect? How can we connect? Guys, think how can we connect the slide count properly? We are very close. Even I'm thinking it for you. Don't worry. I'm also thinking. Okay. Think. So initially slide count is why I'm keeping slide count 1, guys, because initially I have a slide right here. That's why I'm keeping slide count as 1. Okay. So that's fine. I have the first slide here. So when this happens, I want it to become 2. Slide count should become 2. That's why slide count plus plus, because I want it to become 2. But when I click back again, I again want it to become 1. Okay, fine. So guys, see now. After performing plus plus, I will call move to slide. But it will calculate minus 200. That's the issue, guys. How can we sort it? How can we sort it? Because for second slide, it is minus 100. But that's our actually conclusion, right? That's our thing. For loop with ILS. No, see, first of all, Salarjun, why we are not using for loop is for loop. How you just think how for loop will work here. Just think a little. We're going to use a set interval in some time, but not for loop exactly. So can we put a condition here? Or guys, for our concern, because I know that this is called on. So let's consider first slide as 0. Let's do it, guys. Let's consider first slide as 0 for calculation purposes. Let's consider exactly. Let's do it. I'm just trying to keep it 1, but let's do it. Let's consider first slide as 0th slide because it is at margin left 0. So let's consider it as 0. Yeah, fine, fine. Now it's fine. So move to slide count. Now see, guys, what will happen? Initially, slide count is 0. So I'm at the 0th element. Let's call this a 0th element. Let's call this a 0th element. So initially, slide count is 0. Whenever someone calls next slide, I do slide count plus plus. So slide count becomes 1, and I call the function move to slide, and I pass my slide count in there. And then slide count comes here on slide number, and then the margin is calculated and it will perform the movement. Now let's see if the next is working still. Next, perfect. Next, perfect. And also for this one, I'll do minus minus, and then I'll call move to slide. I'll pass the slide count, whatever it is. Okay, now I think it should be working. Just considering is 0 because I was so forcibly on 1. So that was wrong actually. So perfect, 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 perfect. Done. The first logic is done, guys. See that? So initially slide count is 0. This is your 0th slide. When I click on next, slide count becomes 1, and I call the function move to slide. Let's move it on top so that you can see it properly. This is the general function that will move the slide no matter what you do. This is the function that will move the slide always. This is the function that will move the slide. Okay, you just give it a slide number. What this function is saying is, I don't care if you're doing previous or next. I don't care if you're doing previous or next. Just give me a slide number and I'll take you there. Generic function. So I call next slide. It increments the slide count, and I pass that slide count to move to slide. That function takes this number and performs the margin left. Same for previous slide. It also takes the decremented slide count and performs the margin left. So understood, guys? Till now, is it understood? So now next, previous, next, previous, next, previous works perfectly fine. Are we cleared, everyone? Guys, I know it's loading a little because it's animation, so it will load a little bit. It's completely fine. So guys, the first step is done. Now the problem is this. I go to the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, and after this what? After this, I want the first image to appear, right? Because see, after this it comes the red space. Correct? Initially, previous will not work, guys. Definitely. Just think how will previous initially work? We have to make it like that. It will never work initially, right? It will never work. Definitely, it will not work. Okay, so important. We'll make it work. Don't worry. But first of all, guys, please think, everyone. After this image, it should back to normal, right? Because you can see it reads because this was the fifth image. This is the fifth image. So how can I do that? So for that, I need to put some conditions now. So now we have to put some conditions. If side count is less than 5, then only do it. Then only perform slide count plus plus. Otherwise, please make slide count 0 again. Please make slide count 0 again. Now let's test it. So only if it is less than 5, it should be incremented. Otherwise, again make it 0. So as soon as it goes to 5, make it 0. Let's see if it is working, guys. Fine, 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 fine. Okay, I think less than 4 should be fine. Now let's test it. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Finally, we are here, back to normal. But it should be internally, right? It should be internally happening. So we have to write some logic for that as well. It should be the red is at the end because we move everything outside, right? That's why we have red at the end. Guys, see, it's working. You can see that now. Done, done, done. Last image. And now it is back to 0. You can see it here. Cool, but it is happening like I can see it. It's going back to 0. I don't want to see it going back to 0. Correct? But also, let's write it for previous as well. Now, guys, see, for previous, we know that there is no image behind it. Guys, please focus. For previous, we know that there is no image behind it, right? So how come previous will work? So what we will do is, you can see that I have kept the first and last image same. You can see that. That this is the reason. My first image and my fifth image are same. There is a reason for it. Now what I'll do is, this one, I'll create one more copy of it and I'll move it in the start. Okay. But I want this to be my first image. So what I'll do is, and again, guys, see, focus everyone. See, first image, second, third, fourth, fifth. So now in total, there are 6 images. You can see this is my first image. This is my second. It's my third. It's my fourth. It's my fifth. And it's my sixth. Second and sixth are same. Correct? So what I'm going to do is, and second and sixth are same, and first and fifth are same. See the first image and see the fifth image. They are same. So now what I'll do is, focus. I want this to be my first image. Visibly at least. Not coding wise, but visibly I want this to be my first image. This should be my first image. So what I'll do is, initially by default, I'll make margin left as minus 100%. So this will come as my first image. But you know, there's still one image behind it, right? There is still one image behind it. This is not your 0th image. This is your first image. Understanding, guys? There is still one image behind it. Okay, I'm just visibly making it look that this is the first image, but there is still one image behind it. Now what I can do is I can start my slide count with 1 because 0th image is not visible initially. The first image is visible. That's why slide count will start from 1. Now see, when I do previous, I can see this image. This was already behind it. But after this, I cannot see. So now I have to do something for it. For this, we have to do something. So when I go previous and when I go complete next till the end, I need to do something because it's not working fine. So less than 5 now because we have more images. But guys, first of all, do you understand what's happening, everyone? Do you guys understand what's happening? So my first and second and my fifth and sixth image are same. First, second, fifth, sixth are same. Cleared? And my second image is visible initially, not the first. That means not the 0th. The first image is visible. Okay? So that's the technique. That is the technique. Cool? Now, we need to work on it. We need to work on it now. A lot of things to do. So first of all, guys, what I want is in next logic. First, let's complete the next logic. No matter, leave the first logic aside. Fine. I don't worry about the first image. This is my first image technically, visibly. So I move to this second image, third image, fourth image. And once I come on this image, internally, I want to do something because I know that there is nothing after this. So guys, internally what we want to do is when I do this, see, this is the image with the red fog here. You can see the red fog, right? Mountain with the red fog. The mountain with the red fog comes again here. As soon as this comes internally, by doing some illusion, if I reach back to the first image, you will never notice. That should be the technique that I'm trying to do. That is going to be my technique, guys, that I'm going to be doing here. Internally, by some technique, I'll also reach there so that you never notice what happened. And you can still continue because you reached there. That's the technique. Okay. So now let's try that. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using a function called as set timeout, which is basically called on upon a time. So here I'm going to be doing it. So if slide count after performing move to slide, I'm going to be using set timeout. Okay, focus guys. Set timeout. And I want to perform a function. I want to do something. What do I want to do? And I want to do it after like 300 milliseconds or 500 milliseconds. I want to do it after 500 milliseconds. What do I want to do? I want to move back to minus 100%. Now guys, focus. First of all, see, you'll understand. First see. First see. Okay. First just focus. What's happening now? See now. Again, guys, let me also draw the frame here. See, you have total 6 images. Okay, don't worry. You total have 6 images. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let me mention. This is my 0. This is my 1. This is my 2. This is my 3. This is my 4. This is my 5. Okay. But initially, this is the one visible to you because we have hidden this, right? This is the one visible to you. Focus now. Here it will here you will understand now. We are now understanding the logic. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In total 6 images in which this and this are same. This and this are same. Okay, this is what we are doing. Okay, and initially this one is the visible to us because what we have done initially, I have said that my margin left will be what? See, Suraj, initially my margin left is by default minus 100%. See, if I don't do it, technically this is my first image. This one, the mountain. This is my first image, technically. Okay, but initially I do margin left minus 100. That's why I cannot see this. I can see the next one. Cleared? Understood now? That means we are hiding this because by default I have done margin left minus 100, so I can see this one initially. Cleared, guys? Everyone, please tell me. This is what you are watching right now, currently. This is what you are watching. This image, this one. Okay, and that's why I have also told slide count to be initially 1. so that I can follow this logic of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and this I have kept same, and this I have kept same. Okay, tell me guys, is the settlement understood? Then we can focus on JS. Is the settlement understood? Is the settlement logic understood? Now focus. Now focus. Now I have kept my slide count as 1 because I have kept my one image in the view. Now when I click on next, slide count is less than 5, correct? So fine, perform a plus plus please. Perform a plus plus, it will never go in else, so nothing will happen. Just perform a simple plus plus, and then you know that what move to slide does, right? Whatever slide you call, it will just move there. Just guys, please just forget about the move to slide function now. You just understand that move to slide function takes you to that slide. Takes you to the slide. Just focus on that. Move to slide function takes you to that slide. That's it. That's what you want to know. Okay. That is what you want to know. That's all. So now focus. So slide count is 1. Okay. Fine. 1 is less than 5. Perform a plus plus, please. Plus plus is performed, and then move to slide. Okay. So I go to the second slide. That means now your view transfers to this one. Now you don't see this. You see this one now, because now slide count is 2. Now if I click on next again, you know that I'll see this one, correct? Slide count will become 3. If I click on next again, slide count will become 4. So I'll see this one. Okay. If I click on next again, slide count will become 5 and I'll see this one. Now, as soon as you come to this, slide count 5, what I've done, if slide count reaches 5, this condition will become wrong. And as soon as this condition becomes wrong, slide count will again turn back to 0. Actually, I want to turn back to 1 because that is the initial count, right? 1. Slide count will become 1, and my set timeout function will be called, and it will, in just 0.5 seconds, this is milliseconds, 500 milliseconds, that means 0.5 seconds. In 0.5 seconds, it will again move everything back to minus 100%, which was nothing but the initial phase. Margin left was minus 100%, and that is what will happen. It will move everything back to minus 100%. Let's see. Now just focus, guys. See now. Slide count is 1 right now. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, still not happening. That means I did some mistake here. Let me do I think I'm making a mistake somewhere. Wait. Actually I want to perform plus plus, but also this. Okay, yes, I don't want to do this. What I just want to check is if it reaches 5. Yes, don't worry about this. If slide count reaches 5, do this please. That's it. Yeah, this should be happening at all times. Only when slide count reaches 5. Cool. Now focus, guys. No, focus now. Focus. We don't have to make it 0 because initially we are counting it 1, right? Now focus. Focus again. Focus again. Focus again. If I click, now read the code with me. Click 1 time. Slide count becomes 2. It moves you to the second slide. You are at the second slide. This will not be called because it only get calls when slide count is 5. Perfect. Leave it. I click on next again. Slide count plus plus, it becomes 3. You move to the third slide. It will still not be called. You click again. Slide count becomes 4. It move to the 4th slide. This is still not called. Now you click on this again. You know that slide count will become 5. You will move to the 5th slide. But now this condition is also correct because slide count is 5. So the first thing that you should do is make slide count 1 again, and then not directly set timeout. Make sure that this function, this logic is performed after 5 milliseconds. So as soon as slide count reaches 5, just after 5 milliseconds, this code will be executed. And it will make sure that you're at minus 100% again. Now let me show you that. It will happen automatically now. See, you go here, slide count 2, slide count 3, right? Slide count 4, slide count 5, and see, in just some time, it moves you back again. See that, guys? It lets it come first and then it moves. Focus again, focus again, focus again, guys. I move. Now see, it will let it come. And once it comes completely, it will again throw it back to 1. See, it lets it come and then it throws it back to 1. Saw that, guys? I hope you guys, let me also see on YouTube if on YouTube it is visible. See, it exactly. So it lets it come and then again throws throws you back to one number. But you know that 1 and 5, 1 and this 5 are same. But what I want is it should not be visible to your eyes. Right now it is visible. So what can I do? So what I can do is for this particular task, I can cancel out the transition. For this particular task, I can cancel out the transition. That for this particular task, please make the transition equals 0 seconds. For this task only, make the transition 0 seconds. And for every other task, keep it 0.5 seconds. So let me put it here. Put it here. For every other task, it should be 0.5 seconds. But for this particular task only, please make it 0. Now you can remove the transition from here. Don't put it here because once you put it here, it will be applied to everything. So now no, not in CSS. Now task wise. When you perform move to slide, perform a transition of 0.5 seconds. That means move with animation. But for this particular task, make it 0. And now let's see. Focus now, guys. Focus now. This, this, this. Now I'll again go to the last image. But you will see now, it again goes back to 1. But now you will not see it. Still I can see it. What's happening here? Is the transition not working? .style.transition equals 0. Why it's not working? Why? It should. Didn't I save the CSS file? Let me save it. Let's test it again, guys. I don't know why it's not working. Yep. Saw that? Everyone. Saw that or not? Focus on the scroll bar, guys. Focus on the scroll bar here. It is growing. And again, it becomes normal. I think you cannot see the scroll bar. Mod, can we just, for some time, can we just remove that black bar in the bottom so that they can also see the scroll bar? Can we do that, please? Can we please do that? Yep. Thank you so much. Guys, now focus on the scroll bar, everyone. See, it grows. It grows. See that? It is growing. The scroll bar is growing. Once you reach the last image, it automatically becomes normal back again. It means it's going to 0. And because it's going back to normal, I can now continue. But now you'll never feel like that you have gone back to 0. You will feel like that you're continuing from there only. That's what you will feel like, guys. You'll feel like you're continuing from there only. Understood, everyone? So that is how the technique is working here. Okay. Initially, so this is the technique. If I don't put this, you will see it is going back to 0, but you can see it going back to 0. You can see it going back to normal. But if I just put this line here, transition 0, you cannot see it going back to normal. And that is why it looks like it's here. And now it will exactly keep moving because you reach there, it makes it normal. You reach there, it makes it normal. You reach there, it makes it normal again. And so it will be infinite now. Understood the technique now, everyone? And now we have to do the exact same thing for previous. But understanding next was important because if you don't understand next, you'll never understand previous. But now previous you can understand because now you know the technique. And now you understand, guys, why I kept this image in the start, not this one. Because initially I want something in the previous, right? Initially I want something in the previous because if nothing is there, how can I move? Now what's the technique? Focus. Now just focus on the technique. So again, next logic is done. Leave it. Now about previous. Initially I will be on this slide. When I click on previous, I'll go to this slide. Now you know that this one and this one are same. So once I reach here, I want to go back to 4. So that now I can again click previous and go to 3, 2, 1 and 0 again. And again, if I reach here, I want to, just like when I reach 5, I come back to 1. When I reach 5, I come back to 1. When I reach 5, I come back to 1. In the same way, when I reach 0, I want to go back to 4. When I reach 0, I want to go back to 4. When I reach 0, I want to go back to 4. That's a technique. And again, guys, you know then how to do it. Exact same technique, right? Slide minus minus, move to slide. But here, take the same logic and just mention that once you reach 0, please make it 4 again. And what is the calculation about 4, guys? What is the calculation about 4? Everyone. What is the calculation about 4? Please tell me quickly. Or we don't have to calculate minus 400 exactly. What am I thinking here? So minus 400, right? Minus 100, minus 200, minus 300. Yeah, minus 400 exactly. That's it. That's all. That's it. Now see. So once I reach here, see, you have gone back to 4. Let me again show you. Let me remove this transition of 0. See now. Once I make it previous, it takes me back to 4. Since I'm at 4, now I can go 3, 2, 1, again 4. But if I just do this, 0, you'll never see it coming. And that's why I can now continue from previous as well. And now, guys, for the final thing, just remove these extra heights so that you can see it properly. So remove the extra height, make it 800. Remove the extra height, make it 800 again, everywhere. And now, instead of overflow scroll, okay, there is no overflow scroll. So just go ahead into carousel and put overflow hidden. That means hide whatever is overflowing. I don't want to see it. So now you will see a proper carousel. Oh, but what about the width? What about the width? Oh, I didn't give width 100% to the images or what? Wait, wait, wait. Where is my wait, wait. Slider is 500. Slider is 20. Someone is not having the complete width. Who is it? Who is it? Let me just see. Slider child, slider image. Wait. Someone is uh, getting a problem in the width part. Why width 20% is not taking the complete width? Why I'm getting this gap here? Is it because of padding? But padding is to the buttons, right? Not to anyone else. Guys, somewhere I made a mistake. We have to find it out. Somewhere I made a mistake. Why am I getting this extra size here? Width 20, display flex. Why am I getting this? Why? Button is full width. It's completely fine. Image width is image width is small, right? Exactly. Image width is small. Exactly. I forgot that. Yes. So let me just adjust that. IMG will always have a width of 100%. Always, no matter what. And slider child also give it a overflow hidden. So if any image is overflow, it should be hidden. Exactly. Cover the image. Oh, wait. Some problem. Strange stuff happening here. Now line height and text line, remove this. We don't need it. No, wait, why? But why my image is not taking a width of 100%? Because my slider child is 20%, so it should take it, right? Guys, any suggestions? What's happening? Now it's JS is done. It's only the problem with CSS now. We are mistaking something somewhere. I don't know what. Strange. Very strange. So display cover should not be needed, right? Like width should be also adjusted according to the image, right? So that's very strange actually. Very, very strange actually. We can also work with viewport width, but right now I'm just focusing on percentage. Why it's happening? Image, why the image is not taking, uh, because see, this is my slider child, correct? Or let's just slider child and let's give it a background color of red. Slider child, nth child 1, first child, second child. I cannot see the first child. Why is it only this much, guys? Move this for a second. Why the slider width is only this? Oh, yes. Guys. Got it. Remember, initially we added how many images? Exactly. We forgot. We only took 5 images initially, right? And accordingly, we did 500. We forgot to change it to what? 600. Our bad. Correct? No. Problem is, guys, initially we considered 5 images, but we added one more, right? We completely forgot. We have one extra image. We have 6 images. Exactly. Now tell me what is 100 divided by 6. What is that exactly? What is that? Now, if you don't know, you can do this as well. You can use a calc function provided by CSS. So you can just pass 100% divided by 6 so that you don't have to perform calculation. It will give you exact same result. Now that should be it. Exactly. We built it for 5 images. Yep. Now that's it. So sorry. Actually, I don't know. I forgot that no issues, guys. You don't have to calculate it. Just put this and that should be it. Now you can see it perfectly working like this. See that? And now remove the background yellow. I think this 100% divided by 6 is still a little lesser, but quite enough. Remove the green. Remove the red. And here we go. A perfectly working previous next slider. See that, guys? And it's continuous as well. Now see, now you cannot see that glitch happening. This is the fifth image, right? If I go there, it internally goes back to normal, but I cannot see it. Nothing is happening. No glitch, nothing. Everything is completely fine. And guys, in my PC, it's looking really good. I think on YouTube it's little unclear. Let me just increase the quality and see if it looks fine. Yep. YouTube is not doing what do you say, the full justice with this, but it's doing good. Yes, now indicator is very easier. Indicator is like literally very easy, very easy. Indicators are very easy, guys. What you just have to do is, everyone, again, here you just have to create 5 slides, and at whatever particular you click on indicator, you just have to call that move to slide and pass that number. That's it. So let me do it for you. Coloring, I will leave it on you. That's your task. I'll just create the indicators and I'll show you how to click. We can make it, I think it's about the width. It's about the width. It's coming because of the padding or something like that, maybe. Even I have to check why that is coming. So I have to also confirm that. It's because of the image only. It's because of flexing of the image, I think. It's because of the flexing of the image, or it's also because of this. Wait, where is that? Yes, remove all this. Text line center, font size 800 pixel, line height this. Remove all of this stuff because this is extra, right? In slider child. Remove all of this. See it now? Perfect. So that was the problem. Now it's full width. Oh, I still have some gap here. Images. Oh, forgot to give width 100% to the image, right? Do that as well, guys. Cool, sorted. That's it. That was because of that. Okay, so now it's full width and perfectly working. Continuation from previous and next. Now let's quickly create the indicators, everyone. Let's quickly create the indicators. But coloring the indicator, I want you guys to try it. Okay, everyone, I hope you're understanding, right? Coloring the indicator, I'm leaving it up to you. Cool. Div, let's call it indicators. Dot indicators. Indicators. Give it again a width of 100%. A height of, I think, 50 pixel will be enough. Not 50 actually, 20 will be enough. Again, background color of black. Also, position absolute to this because I want it on top. See, it's here. Now move it at the bottom actually. So top, or just put bottom. Bottom 0 so that it comes to the bottom. See, now it's here. But I want a little on the top. So for that, you can just do bottom 10%, not 10 actually, 2%. I hope you can see it. It's here. Okay. Hopefully you can see it. It's here. Let me make it white so that you can see it. Let me make it white. See that? It's here. Okay. Now let's create the indicators in it quickly. I think height 10 pixel or 15 pixel will be enough. Not that much. Now quickly with the indicators, guys. Let's quickly go with the indicators. Those are nothing but just 5 divs or 5 p tags or whatever you want. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to create p tags, empty p tags. You can also use span here, whatever you'd like, guys. Right now, I'm not totally focusing on standard. I'm just totally focusing on creating it. Okay. So now P, all the P's will have a width of 15 pixel, a height of 15 pixel, and a background color of white because I'm going to make it black again, this parent. You can make it red, but you can see it. Okay. And display flex. You can see, guys, the 5 elements here in one line. See this white area? That's your 5 P's. Let's move it in center quickly. So for that, specify content center. Now I need a little gap between them. So for that, column gap of 10 pixel. See now gaps. And now let's make them circles, or we can also make them a little smaller. So 12 pixel, 12 like that. And now let's make them circles. So again, border radius of 50%. Now let's move the red. There you go, guys. 5 indicators. But guys, remember, I want you to color them. I want you guys to color them. Okay, coloring logic. Whenever the slide moves, the color should change. I'll just show you how to click and move the slide. Okay, so it's very simple. This is the function, right, to which you pass the number. Everyone, this is the function to which you pass the number where you want to move. So that's it. Just go on the particular p tag and perform on click, move to slide, and if you click on the first one, where do you want to go, guys? Slide count number 1. That's it. And you click on this, where do you want to go? Slide count number 2. Slide count number 3. Slide count number 4. And slide count number 5. Now we'll see 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You cannot see the white one when you come here, guys. You can see that because of the sand, but don't worry. Don't worry. You can see, right? It's there. It's there. I hope you can see it on YouTube. I cannot see it because of the sand, but it's there. You can just give it some different color. That's also fine. But now there's a problem. If I go on the 5th image, it will not call next one back. Why? Because the logic of calling back is inside next slide. And when you click on the indicator, you're only calling move to slide function. That is this one. So I would suggest moving this code in here, move in the move to slide. I would suggest that. I would suggest that. So put this code in here, guys. Put this code in here. Okay. And also put this code in move to slide so that it also works with the indicators. Put both these codes here. So now, guys, my slide count equals to 5 going back. My slide count equals to 0 going forward to the fourth slide is also inside this move to slide. So that also from indicators, when I go on fifth image or first image, they are still going back to normal because I want them to work from indicators as well. Now, guys, let's test it quickly. So now if I go on 5, I can still go forward. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, come on. I need to solve this then. But we don't have a lot of time. That's the problem. That is the problem. Okay, is it working like this? Let's confirm. 2, 3, 4. It is working from here, but from indicators, it's not working. Why is that? Why is that? What's the problem with indicators? Okay, yes, the problem with indicators is we are not changing the slide count. Amazing. We are so bad. We should also change the slide count, guys. So whenever you get a slide number, change the slide count with that slide number so that it's also updated here. Or why? Just use the slide number, guys. So bad from me about thinking it in that way. Just use the slide number here. That's it. That's all. Just use the slide number here. That's it. Don't no you need to use slide count. That's it. Now for perfect. Now done. See now. I go on the fifth image and I can still continue. Understood, guys? I go on the fifth image and I can still continue. That was the issue. That's it. Okay. Now there is one task that I'm leaving unto you. That is changing the color of the indicator. Come on, my browser is hanging. Changing the color of the indicator. Okay. And also moving this slide automatically. I want you guys to do that. I'll give you a hint. Just like set timeout, there's a function called as set interval. If you do a little research, you can use this to move your slide automatically. And for changing indicators, your normal JavaScript. Just see what you can do. Just use whatever we have learned. That's the upgrade that I want you to perform. If you have seen the boys, I have created Soldier Boy and you have to create Homelander. I hope you can connect it to the meme, right? Upgrade. Remember the keyword upgrade. Use set interval and make this automatic move. So it will also move automatically and you can also do this and that and this and that or whatever you want. Is it cleared, guys? Everyone? Hopefully. So yeah, don't worry. This source code will be shared to you. This source code. So now, guys, I think in the start, a lot of people were worried about carousel, right? Why do I need to learn carousel? Now you understand how much logic goes on behind it. I know there are libraries. I know Bootstrap is something that will help, right? There are many ways to exactly. Yes, senpai. Yes, there are multiple ways, but the base logic will require this structure only. But yes, there are many ways. Yes, there are many ways. But even though you don't want to create carousel in future, but this logic of building this will help you a lot. Will help you a lot. Don't worry, Utpal. That will be my first answer to you in the React Essential. Don't worry. Or in between, I'll definitely answer you that because today I have used a lot of time, and you can see, right? We started at 8 and it's already 9. So don't worry. I'll answer that question definitely. I hope you'll be there in the React Essentials. So guys, from tomorrow we are starting with React Essentials. Okay. So for all the guys who have attended my HTML and CSS, also my JS, I just hope that you guys will be there, and also tell your friends if they want to learn the basics of React, because we're going to be learning a lot, components, different stuff, state, all that, hooks, right? A lot of things we'll be learning there from tomorrow, starting tomorrow. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. I have given you task. This code will be shared to you. Don't worry about that. Okay, yes, I'm planning on to that as well, a Bootstrap essential and also a Tailwind essential. Let's see how fast we can do that. So, yep, guys. Yeah, who is the quiz winner? Let me just, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. Guys, please like the video. I can only see that it is 98 likes. If you guys enjoyed the video, I hope, you guys tell me. Have you guys enjoyed the lecture? If you guys have enjoyed the lecture, then why do we have so less likes? Okay, so guys, if you have enjoyed, so again, just that was just for fun. If you guys have enjoyed this session, if you guys have liked this session, please also like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new, so that we can also grow and reach to more people, guys. Okay, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed this whole thing and understood how a carousel is made, right? And yes, advanced JS session is coming, Akshay. I've talked about it. So asynchronous JavaScript, fetch, promises, all of that is coming your way in some time. Don't worry about that. Okay, but now you know, right? A lot of things goes behind a carousel and a lot of work is behind it. It is not that simple as it looks like on Bootstrap, right? So all the guys who were initially a little uh like, why are we making carousel, I hope you now you're understood, right? It was very important, but it's fine, right? You will never know about something until unless you have made it. So I hope now it's fine, right? So now, guys, first announcement is, I hope you have performed a like and subscribe if you're new, and also if you've liked it, please like the video. And also, second thing, guys, as you know that this is only essential. Today we are ending this JS essential. Now, in maybe in the next month we'll also have one more JS essential, and again I'll try to create something new there. Okay, or maybe we'll have an advanced JS session. But this was only essential, guys, and you can see that how much thing we have done in essentials. So if you want to do more and learn more and create projects like Netflix, Instagram, and much more, so you can also join our full stack web development course, where I'll be teaching you HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Node, React, Angular from scratch till advanced with 15 plus projects. Basically, after that particular 6-7 months course, you will become a completely ready full stack developer for anything, for making anything, or for a job, or for literally anything you want. So if you're interested, you can just go ahead to letsupgrade.in, right? And just check it in your programs here. Just click on programs, and here you can see full stack web development program. You can just click on this and you can check out the whole course here. All the tools we'll learn, the timing. The fees is 36,600. But if you guys want, you can use a code called SG10 to get an instant 10% discount on it. On the spot 10% discount if you could use my code SG10. And also, guys, you can also see the whole curriculum below here. It's not everything, but it's almost everything we have mentioned, but there is still a lot. So once you enroll, you can see the whole curriculum if you want. Okay, and I think your certificate will be dispatched. I think once we complete this and once you submit all the assignments, your certificates will be dispatched. It will be online only. Okay, so now, guys, let's perform the second announcement, the winner of the quiz. Oh, Mod, I don't have the names of the winners. Yes, I don't have the names of the winners in the new PPT. Can you please update it for me? Guys, just wait a minute. I think we have a little something going on. Sandesh, we don't have the winners in the PPT. So can you please tell me the names, or can you give me the updated PPT, please? Okay, I can see it now. So I have to follow this old one because I also got a new one. Okay, so I'll follow this one. Cool. I got it. So here we go, guys. So these are the winners of the last day: Divyansh Singh, Abhishek Kumar Maurya, and Sahil Sayed. So first of all, congratulations Abhishek and Sahil for getting 150 LU coins and 100 LU coins respectively. And congratulations Divyansh for getting a 500 rupees Amazon coupon. Utpal, I have actually forwarded your message to the team. Let's see if they come up with something, and I'll let you know in the essential in the next one. I hope you'll be there. So congratulations, guys, for winning the quiz. And from tomorrow, we are starting with React. So don't forget. And also, guys, please like and subscribe. And also, just go in the one link and just be on Telegram so that you can also get updates about our essentials, about our courses, about any changes that we do, and also about anything that we come up with. Okay, so just go on to that one link, join the Telegram group as well. And this source code will be shared to you. So guys, please just join that one link. Join this course. That code, the whole code will be shared there. Yes, Suraj, definitely, buddy. So guys, see that one link is here, right? Just open that one link. Now I have to sign up. You just sign in here, and that's it. The whole course information is available there. The whole course information. Just click on that one link, sign in with your account, and the whole course information is available there. This project as well. Okay. So, yep, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone. And again, once again, happy Independence Day. And I'll see all of you tomorrow. And please also tell your friends and everyone who want to learn React, because a 5 day for React is a lot of things. So we are going to learn a lot, and we're also going to make a project. And I'll do the poll tomorrow only, so that we can see what project we have to make at the end. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope you guys like the session. Please let me know in the chat, and I'll see all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great night. Happy Independence Day. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Good night.